Hey, my wonderful friends, Richard Weberg here, and me and Johnny are super excited to share with you this training. And, throughout this training, what we're going to do is basically teach you guys and gals everything that we have done to become diamonds and beyond in our lifestyle. And that's going to really center around what we call the 4 C's. These income producing activities are the key to your success no matter what you're trying to build or promote online. These 4 C's are what it takes to build and create cash flow with anything online. Um, every major company uses them. Every successful entrepreneur, every successful business uses these 4 C's, because without these 4 C's, you will not be successful. And I really want you to understand that we're truly sharing everything throughout these videos that you will be watching. The information is going to be centered all around these 4 C's. We did go over the 4 C's on a webinar last week, and we did not cover them like we're going to cover them here, because the 4 C's we shared on the webinar will take more than just one video or more than one time, helping you to understand the importance and how these 4 C's work, and understanding that this is where you want to focus the maximum amount of your time, because these are actually the income producing activities. You can spend hours on webinars, you can spend hours watching how-to videos, you can spend hours reading books, you can spend hours in Facebook groups, but you want to focus the majority of the time you have available on the income producing activities, the things that are actually going to produce the money. And that's what this 4C is all about, to help you get to diamond the quickest and understand that process. So just realize it's not going to be all spit out in one video. And throughout this lab, throughout these videos and all the training that we give everyone, we want you to understand that wherever you start at is according to your level currently in life, your situation. We are going to use some very serious numbers sometimes, and I want you to understand that you apply it to yourself according to where you are at in life, because we cannot determine that. All we can do is try to inspire you to move forward and give you the proper training and information that you need to do so. So, 4 C's: create and purchase traffic. Without traffic, you are dead in the water with any business. You need targeted traffic. And that's one thing that we're going to share with you in today's video, is the process that you will use to create purchase traffic, capture leads. Yes, you can use free advertising as well, but if you only use free advertising, that is as slow as molasses. Free advertising, unless you've developed one hell of a massive free advertising strategy that we don't know about, it's going to be slow and painful. Yes, you can get leads. Yes, you can get sales. Yes, you can get signups. But where the majority of your focus really wants to be is on paid traffic, or getting to paid traffic if you're not there yet. And then we're going to cover capturing leads, because that is part of that process of purchasing and driving traffic to your lead capture pages. That's how you capture leads. And the whole Now Lifestyle system is focused on that. We have all of the tools that you absolutely need to be successful. In other videos, we're going to cover convert to sales, the follow-up process and the conversion process, because that's a whole video in itself, because there's a lot of things to learn with conversion. Conversion can really help you, mastering that process to really increase the amount of money you make per lead that you're getting coming in. And then consistency. Cannot stress it enough. We'll cover consistency too in itself in another video, but always remember that consistency plays an integral part in everything you do. It'll determine how much time it takes you. Are you consistent with your budget? Are you consistent with your effort? Are you consistent with your follow-up? And we're going to cover that in more depth, because it's that damn important. So with that being said, let's jump into the 4 C's and let's start talking about, creating, purchasing traffic, your budget, all of that kind of stuff. First thing we want to, point out is you want to maximize your earning potential. Okay. What do I mean by maximizing your earning potential? All of you should know that the starting level in Now Lifestyle is $9.99, $9.99 monthly. Now that's just a starting point. After somebody joins at the $9.99 level, then they will be presented with the $50 monthly package, because the $50 monthly package gives you more available space for leads, more available space in your autoresponder. It gives you a whole host of larger benefits and larger commissions. That's how you maximize the commissions, because you own the $50 level. So if you're only at the $9.99 level monthly right now, your first step, of course, is you want to maximize your earning potential and at least be at the $50 monthly level, because that is our top monthly level, and you need to own it to earn the maximum amount of commissions off of it. So that's what we're talking about when we say maximize your earning potential and set yourself as a leader. Leaders, they take the plunge. Leaders, Joe likes to call a lot of us that got started in the absolute beginning of Now Lifestyle, the Mavericks, the Trailblazers, because that's what we did. We all jumped right in head first because we knew this was going to be a massive success and we wanted to be part of it, and we all positioned ourselves as leaders immediately, and we all went all in and went for it. You want to maximize your earning potential. It's basic economics. And that's the way internet marketing works is, you own the products and services, you earn the commissions off of it. The biggest objective, throughout these videos will be in taking direct action with the information we share with you. Watching this video and then doing nothing helps you not one bit. You always want to take action. And that's what we want to inspire you to do, is take massive imperfect action, as Joel says. Massive imperfect action, because repetition is the mother of all skill. You will get better and better at doing something the more you actually do it. And the other thing is, maximizing your earning potential is, do not focus on the money. Do not focus on your downline, what they are or are not doing. Focus on doing the 4 C's and the money will come. It doesn't matter what your downline is doing. Yeah, it's great if you got real active downline and they're building away and you found some leaders. That's great. That will help your business build. But do not focus on them. And do not focus, well, I didn't make $5 yet. I didn't make $20 yet. I haven't made $100 yet. Woe is me. Don't focus on that part, because whatever you consume your mind with, that's what it'll focus on and do. Make sure you focus on the 4 C's, because throughout the process, you will become a master at it, and you will get better and better, like I said, and you will learn to make more and more money for your effort when you focus on the 4 C's. And, there's a saying, if it's to be, it's up to me. I want you to repeat that to yourselves right now. If it's to be, it's up to me. Because you are responsible for your own success and how big your business gets. We depend on no one. Me and Johnny go out there every single day building our business, focusing on the 4 C's. That's it. We do not focus on what our downline is or is not doing. We do not focus on how much money did we make that day. We focus on doing the 4 C's over and over again, and the money comes. You cannot get hung up. The more you get hung up on little obstacles or little things that irritate you or you want to happen or not happening fast enough, the slower your business will grow, the slower you will make money, because your mind is not where it should be. Get excited about getting leads, opt-ins. When they come in, get fired up and go, I need more. Because the opt-in is coming from your traffic. That means you're doing the first C. And that's the first sign of success. I'm getting leads. I'm getting opt-ins. I'm excited. That's people you can follow up with and do another one of the C's, the conversion. Get excited about the 4 C's and the money will come. You can make so much money online, it'll make your head spin. And making $100,000 or $500,000, takes the 4 C's. Doesn't matter what anybody else does. Successful people do not sit and study what people are not doing. They do not sit and focus every day on, geez, I did not make this amount of money. What should I do? Oh, woe is me. They focus on producing. And that's where you got to get your mindset to. So let's move on to the next video. Or not next video, next slide. Let's identify your commitment level. And this also has to do with maximizing your income and your potential and everything in your business by identifying your own commitment level. Like I told you, me and Johnny were all in from day one. We were part of the Mavericks, the Trailblazers in the beginning. We were the first people to pull the trigger when Joel said there was an all-in package. We knew it was coming and we went all in. So let me ask you, are you all in? All in is owning the NLS University or the NLS Pro. It's a one-time payment of like $997 to $1,497, depending upon how much time has elapsed since you joined. But that all-in package will help you maximize your commissions, because if you own it, you get to earn one-time big payments off of it, as much as $500. And that package for that all-in package is a one-time payment. So are you all in? If not, identify that. Make that as a goal. Are you going to the event? Position yourself as a leader. People follow leaders. People follow winners. It's something you can talk about to your leads as you build your business. You can talk to them after the fact that you went to the event. Hey, I met so-and-so. I met Joel Terry, and I met Mike Potvin. I met John Weberg. I met Richard Weberg. I met Celie Clark. I met Judy King. I met this person. I met this person. I met that person. I got to spend time with them. I got to hang out with these people. They're real. It's crazy exciting. You can't say that if you don't go to the event. Other thing is, have you set an advertising budget? Because the 4 C's, you need people, you need traffic. The fastest way to your success is having an advertising budget of some kind. I don't care if that's $50 monthly only or $25. I think with the Facebook leads, you can buy 10 leads for $25. If you can muster that up, you can get leads coming in. Remember, that's part of the 4 C's, and you all start according to where you are at in life right now. But you can all step it up a notch wherever you are at by saying, what else can I do so that I have more of a budget to build my business? Because this is a business, and you can make outrageous kind of money with this stuff when you follow the 4 C's. I've been free since I was 39 years old. I'm 47. Imagine not having to go to work anymore, to tell your boss to kiss off. I don't need that job anymore. Johnny vacationed. Many of you know this stuff because you've been on our webinars and everything. Johnny's been on vacation like 80 days the past year. He's never had to work for a single soul after graduating from high school. Nobody else. Why? Because he started marketing when he was 10 years old. All of these things you should answer and write down somewhere and set them as goals if you cannot answer yes to all of them. Are you all in? Yes. Are you going to the event? Yes. Have you set an advertising budget? Yes. If you can't answer yes to those, you need to write these things down and set them as goals. You need to strive to do these things. That's how business works. You set goals and you try to get to that next point, because this will help you maximize your commissions, maximize your effort. You want to get paid. You want to get paid in a big way for your time. But these things all play a part in you going diamond and beyond, in being free financially. To build your business to diamond and beyond, just like I said, you will need to treat this like a real business before it will ever become a big business for you. We treated it like a real business from day one, and we went diamond in about 15 months. It's over $100 and some thousand, and our momentum and everything we're doing now will make more than that faster, because we are maximizing everything we are doing now and focusing on the 4 C's. And we're trying to help educate as many people as we possibly can so they can live this kind of lifestyle, so they can be free, so you can buy that new dream car you want, so you can build that new dream house or buy that second home or put your kid into a special school when they're growing up. Whatever your dreams are, this business can answer that. But you have to treat it seriously. It's just like going to college. People go to college, they spend thousands of dollars a year, thousands. They spend thousands on books with no guarantee of a job afterward. They're just going to school. This is a business that will pay you. Pay you. So remember that. I don't want to kill the dead horse. Sometimes I do, but let's move on to the next thing. Or move on to slide 4, your budget. Your budget will determine how fast you bring in leads, how fast you do those first 2 C's. Remember the first 2 C's? We'll go back to that slide. Create purchase traffic, capture leads. Your budget is going to determine those 2 things. So let's go back to the slide 4 and go to your budget. I'm going to give you an example here of purchasing solo ads because that's what me and Johnny have done the most of. And I'm going to use that as an example because that is what we have done. Yes, we use free advertising when we're not busy doing the 4 C's. We do free traffic when we have some extra time that we want to do it. We don't depend upon it. It's a bonus. And we still do it because it brings in other subscribers from other things. And we'll run through this budget part first and I'll explain just a little bit more about that. But okay, so as an example, let's say you spent $100 weekly, that you had a $400 monthly budget that you could use to advertise your lead capture pages. We're going to say that you use solo ads. Solo ads, me and Johnny usually average somewhere around 50 cents a click because that's how solo ads are sold. You purchase them by the number of clicks, anywhere from 35 cents a click on up to as high as 80 cents a click. Sometimes me and Johnny pay, even close to $1. But overall, we average about 50 cents a click that we're purchasing in solo ads. So that's why the example, $100 weekly equals 200 clicks, because that's roughly 50 cents a click. So if you do that, you buy solo ads, you spend $100 weekly, cost you $400 monthly, you'll get about 800 clicks. So if we say your opt-in rate, we will say you average 35%, because me and Johnny average close to 35%. Sometimes a lot higher, sometimes a tiny bit lower, but usually we can count on 35% or better. Different times of year, maybe sometimes it drops down a tiny bit, but otherwise 35% or better. So if you take that 35% times those 800 clicks, that's roughly 280 new subscribers to your list each month. That may not seem like a lot, but it is, because your subscribers all are potential people in your business that are going to purchase products and services or join you as new team members. So remember that when you're looking at your advertising budget. Now, the biggest thing I want you to understand is that there are something I call your ready nows, your ready laters, and your ready way laters. This is people that are on your list because you're going to be sending them broadcast emails and following up with them that are not ready immediately. That's why you don't look at the money, why you don't look at what your downline or anybody's doing, because you tend to focus on that when you're not sponsoring very many people or you're not getting very many sales. You tend to focus on that when you shouldn't be, because you want to keep the flow of new subscribers constantly coming in consistently. That's why you identify an ad budget and you stick to it consistently, because you're always going to be excited to, because you always have a flow of new subscribers coming in. And that's why in this example, I show you $100 weekly, because that gives you a flow of subscribers every single week. You're reaching more people at different times of the month, which is great because that's varying what is happening in the world. And that can alter how fast people sign up, believe it or not. You want a constant flow of leads. So, roughly 280 new subscribers to your list each month. That's off of a $400 monthly cost. And we'll say that's times 12 months in a year, equals 3,360 subscribers yearly. That'll roughly cost you $4,800 in a year. Now, some of you watching this may go, wow, that's a lot. That's going to cost me a lot. But remember, I said you got to treat this like a real business. Do you want to make $100,000 a year? Do you want to make $500,000 a year? That's the question you have to ask yourself. Because as you build your team, that's infinite leverage. Meaning you're going to be doing a certain amount of sales and commissions and income no matter what. Excuse me. My throat's getting dry from talking so much. But that is something, as you build your business, you're going to start to make sales. And the better you do at the 4 C's and the follow-up portion, conversions, you will get better at turning your money into more money. And your budget will start to pay for itself out of your business. How fast that happens depends on how good you follow up. And we'll talk about that in the follow-up process in another video. But remember that as you're building your business, eventually you're going to take the money all for your advertising budget out of your commissions. And as you build commissions, you will use that to replace some of the money you spent to advertise and build your business. So you have to look at this through different eyes. You can't look at this through, God, if I spend $400 monthly for my advertising budget, that stops me from being able to do this and this. Well, do you want that ever to never be a problem again in your life? Meaning you took the time to sacrifice now just for a little while. This doesn't take long to start making some sales and getting some commissions rolling in. And as your team starts to build, you start to make money when you're following the entire process and you're committed, where your business will start to pay for itself and start to pay for some of your advertising budget. And then you will scale from there. And that's a whole video in itself too, about scaling from what your current ad budget is to higher amounts to build your business even faster, because that's what will happen with the 4 C's and you doing it over and over and over again is you get really good at the process and you start to make a lot of money for what activity you do and your money spent for advertising. That's why paid advertising is the fastest way to success online and in business. I mean, if you have a regular brick and mortar business, as an example, I used to have a retail store in my local mall. We would pay $1,000 for a one-day ad in our local Sunday newspaper. That was $1,000. And it had terrible reach. But we had no choice. We had to try to draw people in. You can imagine the expenses you have in a brick and mortar business, like my retail store. My rent alone every month was over $4,000. You have to understand this is a budget. It's not going to cost you nowhere near to build this business to huge amounts of income compared to a traditional brick and mortar store or something. But now, again, look at it from wherever you're at in life right now. But you got to start somewhere. I don't care if that is $25 monthly. Develop some kind of advertising budget to get your business moving. Then you're going to have to use as much free traffic as you possibly can to other ways of getting more leads coming in, because you're going to want to move on from there. But anybody can do this no matter where you're at. I'm talking brand new person, get started for $9.99 monthly, $9.97. Wow. Anybody can do that. And they can go buy Facebook leads directly from the Now Lifestyle system for $25 for 10. They spent a whopping not even $40 to get their business started. That's amazing. And you can build from there. But I'm saying those of you that want to become diamond quickly, you want to do it sometime in the next, year and a half, This is what you got to do. You got to develop an advertising budget and scale it as you bring in commissions. So then, plus whatever free traffic you use as well. Bonus, I already talked about that and talked about that a little bit more. Free traffic is not something to depend upon. Yes, you can develop some good, decent strategies where you can bring in a fair amount of opt-ins a month. They take a lot of time, but they are out there. Your best bang for your buck to become a diamond and to get to those high levels of income is learning this stuff I'm talking about with a budget and starting from one point and going to the next point. There are people that are building their business right now. I believe a couple of them were actually homeless. I know for a fact 2 of them were, and they're making money now and are not homeless, and they found money to get started. So there's no excuse. It's just, where do you want to go with this business? How fast do you want to go with this business? How committed are you to this business? And how consistent are you with it? You can change your entire life through this process. And this is just one example. I'm showing you to show you how to get off to a hell of a start and start banging away at your business and bringing in leads all the time, having people to follow up with constantly. You send out broadcast emails to your subscribers. You can send a broadcast email all at once to every single one of them. A lot of people go, I don't have a list, when you get started. That doesn't matter. We all started at 0. This is how you build massive lists, with what is on the screen. This is how you build massive lists. And you start wherever you have to, but you gotta have some kind of advertising budget if you want this to happen anytime soon. And I'm talking, that's how the worst way to get frustrated is to not spend any money, because it'll be slow and painful. You want to see those opt-ins coming in, those leads. You want to be following up. You want to be having people to talk to, people to reach out to, because you have leads that are interested in your business because they opted into the page. They want to get more information. So take a look at this budget. It'll, like I said, we're going to put this video on some pages so that you can reflect back to these and you can walk yourself through them at any time. But let's move on to the next slide. So Diamond, what will it take? 10,000, 20,000 subscribers on your list? That will all depend on how consistent you are, how fast you developed your list of leads, meaning how much budget you throw at it, how quickly, how much you follow the process. Are you consistent? Do you send broadcast emails out every single day to your list? But basically, somewhere in that neighborhood of what you see on that screen, you should be diamond or beyond, anywhere between 10,000 and 20,000 subscribers. Definitely. Depending upon how you follow up with your leads. Everybody's conversion ratio will be higher, depending upon experience, where you're at in life, how you already talk to people, how you already write. And like I said, you'll get better and better at it the more you do it. And that's why taking action, and following what we're laying out here, you will become a master at this in no time and be well on your way to mastering the process. And a light bulb moment is going to come on in your head and you're going to be like, aha, making money online is extremely simple, because it is those 4 C's. That's all it is. I go back to the first slide. It's create, purchase, traffic. Create is doing some free stuff. Maybe you're blogging. Maybe you're using mailers and safe lists. Maybe you're doing some articles, some free banner advertising, Facebook groups. Create. Purchasing, traffic. Because you got to have traffic. You got to have traffic. Capturing the leads, using a lead capture system, autoresponder. We have all this with Now Lifestyle. Conversion, convert to sales, which is the follow-up process, and then consistency. That's all it is. You will have the aha moment where you go, wow, this really is simple. All I do is drive traffic to a lead capture page. I send out emails. I make money. I repeat that process and be very consistent about it and increase how many leads I have coming in on a weekly, monthly basis. I make more money. And that's all it is. It's just you got to get out of your own head and realize that you got to start with some kind of budget. You got to grow that budget. And pretty soon, $1,000 is making you $5,000, and one day $5,000 is making you $100,000, depending upon how good you get at the 4 C's. It's all just a process. Every successful company online uses this process. Every single one. That's how millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars are generated online. All through these 4 C's. So I'm going to go back to the slide we were on. Diamond, what is it? What will it take? Some people could do it in less than 10,000 subscribers because they're just that damn good at following up with people. So you can do the math on what does it take to get that many subscribers right here by going back to the slide and to jotting down these figures. You can actually do the math and figure out by a budget how long will it roughly take you. But like I said, the conversion process can speed that up if you're really good at converting people because you're great at following up and reaching out to people. It could be less than this amount of subscribers. So let's move on to top lead pages that we have been using for converting us within our solo ads. These are the top lead pages that we use all the time. Now Lifestyle pre-launch number 8. Of course, you'll use your links and they're in your back office of Now Lifestyle. And again, we'll have these listed on a page with this video so you can see which ones we were talking about. Don't use ours, use your own. Pre-launch Amazing Simple has been amazing. That thing has converted off the charts. Amazing Simple number 2 has been excellent. And Now Lifestyle Get Excited page. Those 4 pages have been the top converting for us with solo ads. Now we use other pages that we have available that are lead capture pages. In Now Lifestyle, we use other ones too in different circumstances. Sometimes we're making a post on Facebook. We use a different lead capture page. Sometimes we use this targeted Facebook page down here below. Oops, I had to go back one slide again. I actually clicked over. But this one right here, that page, nowlifestyle.com/FBG. It's under the Facebook, under the lead capture pages, under Facebook. That one is very targeted. We've advertised in some Facebook groups that allowed blatant advertising, and we have gotten a bunch of leads from doing that. It's a very targeted page. We don't use that one in solo ads. At least we haven't tried that one in solo ads, but I'm just giving you another example of another page that is used in a different circumstance because it's very targeted. So sometimes you look at the pages, and if you're doing some other free advertising or other paid advertising that's maybe using a different type of source, another page may apply and may have a higher conversion. What tends to work the best in solo ads are very short, money-driven pages that say something about money. These 4 is why they convert so well. When you take a look at them from your back office, you'll understand why. Because they're quick and to the point. But there are a lot of good pages we have in the back office, and they can all be used for different things. Just remember, we change ours up every now and again, and we test, and these are the ones that we use right here. These 4 have been the top performing for us. And there are other pages and other scenarios like this targeted example Facebook page below. So let's move on to the next slide. Best solo ad providers. Traffic for Me, we'll leave the links again on the page that we put this video on. Udemy, Solo Ads X, MLM Leads, and then paid Facebook leads through Now Lifestyle. The solo ad providers, of course, are Traffic for Me, Udemy, Solo Ads X, and MLM Leads. All varying price points you can find per click for the solo ads, and we've purchased from all 4 of those. And we do on a regular basis. We vary where our traffic comes from, for we're always not getting it from the same person, the same solo ad provider. And we like to use those 4 sources. Those are our recommendations. And also, the paid Facebook leads through Now Lifestyle have been doing very, very well for people. So you can purchase them right through your system. And they're a different cost though, but they're guaranteed leads, meaning you get that exact amount of leads. And you're going to have to do some testing there because, excuse me again, we mostly buy solo ads just because we've been doing that for a very long time, and we know how to do the math for per click is what we want and our budget. But Facebook leads are great too, and like I said, many people are having great results with them. So this gives a variety of places for you to get traffic from to follow your path to diamond and beyond, and get enough leads coming in, because that's number one in the 4 C's. Get traffic coming in. Step 2, advertise your lead capture pages, capture your lead. The second C, Facebook leads, is done automatically because Joel does the advertising for you. And then these solo ad sources are great. We mix it up. So there you go. Those are our best recommendations for traffic. And then what will be next? What will we cover in video 2, the next video? We'll cover the follow-up and converting your leads into sales and team members, and consistency. And, in some other videos, we'll talk about scaling your business and some different aspects of, making everything work together. But this first video is extremely important. Maybe watch it more than one time and really follow along with the things that I had went through, and then be excited for video number 2. We cannot cover all this stuff in one session. And hopefully next time Johnny will be on that video with me. This one, we had some technical problems with John's recorder, and it wasn't working, so I just decided to do a screen share and throw up some slides so I could get this first one out to all of you, because I know you all been waiting patiently for it. But this is how this stuff works. This is how this stuff works. And the other thing you got to have in you is, the stick-to-itness of continue on. It will work for you. You will get really good at this stuff, and it's not complicated. It's a super simple process. You just can't quit. You just can't give up, because it will work. This is what we do, exactly. We're nothing special. I want you all to know that. We're nothing special. We just work hard, but we understand how it all works. So for us, it's very simple. We just repeat the 4 C's. That's all we do. There's nothing complicated about this stuff. Don't make it complicated. Focus on the 4 C's. Remember, it's a business. Stick to a budget, and you will scale from there. And your business will build by leaps and bounds as you learn to follow up, and as long as you're consistent. See, there's always one thing when people are not making the kind of money that they want over time. I'm not saying immediately, like you go follow up for 2 weeks and come back to us and go, I didn't get the results. That's where I told you in the very first videos, do not focus on the sales or your downline, what they are or are not doing. You only focus on what you can do, which is you keep doing it, because eventually those people will join you. You have your ready nows, your ready laters, your ready way laters. They're all going to be in those leads. You build momentum that way. People kill their own momentum because they stop. They look around. They look to see what's not happening, because we're so used to negative in this world. We stop then and we go, oh, this ain't working yet. No, that's how you screw up your business. That's how you make yourself fail. Successful people don't do that. When they understand that a process works, they just keep doing the process, because they know it will spit out money. And we've been doing this for a combined 25 plus years, me and John. We know what works and what doesn't. You just have to go after it and stick and keep doing the 4 C's over and over and over and over. And out the other side will eventually come the money you're looking for, and you will become a diamond. Repeat after me. It's not over until I win. That's the attitude me and Johnny have had from day one, always doing this stuff, because we knew we were going to be successful. There wasn't a question in our minds. If anybody else has done it, we were going to do it. And that's the kind of attitude you have to get inside of you, so that you can get a great life, the life that you deserve, the life that you want. Life you want to give your family. It's amazing what happens in your life when money is no longer an issue. The stress that leaves you. It's breathtaking sometimes. It's when you don't ever have to think about money or what's in your checking account or savings account, and your bills are all paid and you're debt free. Imagine what your life would be like. Well, this system can do all that. Now Lifestyle can do all that. And it's why we're so passionate about the money side, because it has absolutely changed our lives tremendously. And we want it to change yours. We can't wait to meet you all at the event, so I really hope you guys all figure out a way to get there. Remember, position yourself as a leader, maximize your business potential, and stay consistent, my friends. We will see you on the next training video. We love you guys. Have a great day.